What's up? What is up, guy? What's up? I don't. What's up, guy? I don't like YouTube intros. Like, they suck. Just like, hi, my name's Dawson. I'll do that from now on. Hi, I'm Dawson. So, we're gonna be learning, like, the basic camera functions today, and practically all you need to get started on using a normal camera. Not like an iPhone, like a camera. See that? That's shutter speed. Shutter speed determines how much like blur happens in your videos, and that is important. Whether you're shooting sports or shooting a guy being a drunk in a bar and it's like a drunk scene, you typically want everything to be blurry in a drunk scene. When it comes to sports, you want everything to be hyper realistic and be able to see every little tiny movement. And yeah, that's the shutter speed. Keep in mind though, when you raise your shutter speed, it darkens the video. When you lessen the shutter speed, allowing more blur, that makes it brighter. The aperture determines your depth of field. Right now, that's all blurry. I'm in focus. That's because my aperture is at a tiny value right now, thus making it a bigger difference. If I had my aperture, which is also called the f-stop, at a, let's say, 10, both of us would be in focus right now. Right now I have it at a 4. Keep in mind, when you raise your f-stop, that will cause your image to darken. At the same time, when you lower your f-stop, that will cause your image to get brighter. ISO is your camera trying to boost as much light as it can into that video. Typically, when you raise your ISO, your image gets brighter, but at the same time, it causes more grain in the video and noise. That's that gross little fuzziness that you see in videos all the time. It's awful. You don't want it. Keep your ISO as low as possible. Next is FPS, frames per second. This allows for slow motion video and also, at the same time, a more natural feel to the video. Typically, movies are shot in 24 frames a second. This calls for the most cinematic look, although you don't need to follow that rule all the time. For me, in my parkour videos, I shoot at 60 or 120, or in the next camera I plan on getting 240 frames a second. This allows for really smooth slow motion and not that choppy video stuff that you usually see in slow motion. Now your FPS and your shutter speed work together. You want your shutter speed, right now my FPS is 24 frames a second, so I have my shutter speed set out at 50. This allows for a nice look in video. This is just the basics, and there's plenty more to learn when it comes to camera stuff. Far down in the future, I might remake this video because obviously I probably didn't talk about all the stuff, and I encourage whoever the listener is to keep on learning and look up as many videos as possible. I'll put a few in the description to check out. Also in the description will be a link to my camera, my microphone, my lights, and my tripod. Can't wait to share another tip with you guys. Dawson saying bye. Bye. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.